All right, everybody. Yeah, MVP is not a most valuable player, but minimum viable product. So it's really just trying to figure out what tools you have already without having to go out and spend money or have to find other talents or find anybody else other than yourself, and then what you have at hand to validate your idea, to try and figure out, am I in there now? Yeah. And all the cameras, this major production. To tell you a little bit about myself, I teach at ODU, Tidewater Community College, and Northern Virginia Community College. Those two, the far right's online, and then the ODU in person. I teach economics, and I got it down to working about 2 to 4 hours a week, making enough money to support me and my wife, and then play video games for about 10 hours a day. And that got depressing. Surprisingly, I thought I was going to love it, but I got tired not doing stuff, like not accomplishing anything besides the virtual stuff. And then I came back here from Northern Virginia and found out about Start Norfolk and Hatch, and then went to the second Start Norfolk, and that's did our CareDirect, a medical startup, and then the third one started Carry Norfolk. So Carry Norfolk is a bicycle messenger service like you'd see up in New York. We deliver documents, and we deliver food, and now we also deliver beer. And a lot of that stuff has become possible because out of that entire process, my obsession with making everything efficient, coming up with Carry Logistics, which is now a logistical software company that's a software as a service for a mattress company in addition to Carry Norfolk, and now is branching out to other delivery services here in Virginia. But before I started touching any code at all, I started with just my cell phone, a bicycle with my rack on it, and then index cards. And before I wanted to spend more money creating the software, taking the time to develop anything, bring in additional resources, I already had index cards at home in my office. I already had a cell phone, so I could write down my phone number on the index cards and then pass them out to everyone and find out, do you guys want something delivered for $5? And if they did, then they would call me, and then I could go deliver it for them, and then my idea is now validated. Building the websites, getting additional writers, getting managers, all of that stuff is just to take additional responsibilities off of yourself so that you can then grow the business further. But when you're first validating the idea, you don't need all that other stuff. You can do all of it. Since then, I love helping people figure out how to do the same thing with their own ideas. So that way you guys can figure out, can I potentially start my own business and then forego the 9 to 5 work day with somebody else and instead be able to go after your own passions. Everything in entrepreneurship starts out with an idea. It's either yours, it's somebody else's that then turns into yours as you progress with it further, but it still comes out with, you have this problem, and then you think that you have a solution for it. In coming up with that solution, there are 3 main questions that you have to ask. First is, what the problem that you're figuring out, what or how are you going to solve that problem, and then who are you going to bring the solution to? It's the same 3 questions that I teach my students on how a society determines what the heck they're going to do as a society. Do the same thing as an individual business. So in the what problem is solving for Carry Norfolk, it was people are either too busy, too lazy, or it's literally physically impossible for them to get up and go get something. So instead, we can have a service that will go and do that for you. How we solved it, this is really awesome part of figuring out your minimum viable product, because this is where you can look at how, meaning the tools that you have at hand. So how was my cell phone, my bicycle, and note cards. And then who am I serving? I was at Start Norfolk 3, where you have a bunch of other individuals that are also trying to come up with their own ideas and solve them. So they're going to be a lot more open to also testing out others, because it's all a friendly atmosphere that everybody's trying to help everybody out, and everybody's trying to just be able to go after their passion. So those are the people that I wanted to immediately serve. Just a quick rundown of all you need to do for us to create your own